now being joined by the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Mr. Kola Ologbondiyan, who is being in the center of the planning for these tomorrow's convention. Thank you so much, Mr. Ologbondiyan.
Thank you very much.
And how has it been for you? 4 years now that you have been in the saddle, speaking for your party. Now you are transitioning to exit the party under the Chief Secondar's leadership. But first and foremost, is everything all right for tomorrow?
Thank you very much, and good evening, Nigerians. For us in the People's Democratic Party, we are very set for the National Convention. And if you go to the Eagle Square as I speak, or you move around the Abuja city, you will notice a beehive of activities. Nigerians are happy that People's Democratic Party is rallying with them to move Nigeria as a nation out of the precipices that it has been sunk to in the last 6 years by the All Progressives Congress. And as such, the city is bubbling with activities. The venue of the convention, the Eagle Square, is also bubbling. So we are ready for the national convention, preparatory to the 2023 election. And our theme to Nigerians is, come, let us rescue Nigeria together.
I thought it would be first, come, let us rescue our party.
The People's Democratic Party is intact.
Because
it's united and it is strong.
Some of you were going to look for hypertensive medication because of the court case. That's what some of
No, that's not correct.
No, hold on, Mr. Ologbondiyan. That's what. Hold on, Mr. Because some of your critics online were saying that some of those who have hypertension in PDP were seeking medication so that in case whatever happens from the court, that was on the lighter side, because of the crisis that was led to the court's case.
So you know that's purely a media creation.
The crisis?
No, the issue that we are looking for hypertensive drugs, the issue that, we have a crisis that was going to shake the foundation.
Didn't you have a crisis, Mr. Ologbondiyan?
Interestingly,
that you're a former journalist.
It's not a crisis.
So you understand what media creation is?
What people should know.
If you don't have a crisis, would you have gone to the court?
What people should know is that even in the family of three, the father, the mother, and the child, there's contestation.
And there's crisis.
No,
it's a crisis.
It's not. It's not.
When you fight, there's a crisis.
There's a contestation over who controls, even the remote control in the house. Do you agree?
That's a disagreement.
Do you agree? No, it's not necessarily.
It's a disagreement when you don't agree.
It's not necessarily.
You know, the reason why I don't agree with politicians, you try to make it look like
who controls the remote control.
You have your crisis, and that's it.
Who controls?
So the question now is that the division, how is your party able to galvanize itself? Because, for example, I was asking Chief Jibrin about those who have not agreed to consensus. Because your party is open that every position will be on consensus basis.
In 2017, December 9, when I ran for the National Publicity Secretary, I was the sort of the unity candidate. However, there were 3 other aspirants who came to run against me. But it pleases the leadership, it then pleased the leadership of the party and the blessing of God that I emerged. Like Senator Wale Jibrin, the BOT chairman, just said, we will work towards consensus in the party in order to minimize tension. However, where consensus is unachievable, we go to the field. And it's part of democracy. But you see, that's why I talk about media creation. I agree that we are professional colleagues. You understand?
You used to be one.
No, we are still professional colleagues. I agree that we are professional colleagues.
Making reference to 4 years ago, I was on that ground that day.
Yes.
And the names emerged, unity list.
Yes.
There are other lists.
Yes.
There are about 2 or 3 other lists on the grounds that day that were being spread out.
Yes.
You were on the list of the powerful and those who prevailed in the list that brought you into office, or the list that prevailed in the end.
Yeah, because that was a consensus list.
Yeah, but there are other lists that they believe it was consensus. No. So the question is that how are we sure those kind of lists will not be flying around tomorrow?
That's why I said when I ran, in spite of the fact that I was the unifying candidate, there were other people whom you have said were on other lists. who came to the convention ground, and they end votes. But at the end of the day, because the determination of the leadership of the party is in the direction, and because interests have been built together, definitely one candidate will emerge. So that is it. That's the situation.
So because the question is, I mean, we heard how the overtures thrown at being made towards former Governor Onyilola for the chairmanship, and those interests that wanted him. At the end of the day, things went the other way, and you had the consensus from the North Central. Senator Yocha Ayu now is being the consensus candidate for the North for the position, and now we have a situation where Governor Onyilola is not backing down, and some other people are also not backing down. 3 positions now are in contest. So it brings up the issue again. That's why we're asking whether or not there are people who are aggrieved and who are saying that we'll see this to the very end, because those divisions are also very important in politics.
Sheung, I can give you an assurance that between now and the time when we'll go into election at the convention, there will be many concessions. People might concede, people might agree to reasoning, people might withdraw. And if this is lacking, where we cannot achieve this, we'll go to the convention ground. An election will be held.
Does your party look cohesive enough to withstand the ruling party force in an election as it stands right now?
Sure. You know, the Yorubas have a way of saying that that is, you are comparing the dead with the living. What is left of EPC? You cannot even stand in the place of PDP.
They are ruling party at the moment.
Ruling party without followership. Where's the followership?
They don't have followership.
Have you not seen congresses of APC resulting into killings, maiming, people pulling arsenals against each other? Have you witnessed that in the People's Democratic Party? Our party is cohesive. Our party is that political party that Nigerians believe can reshape the country and restore us back to prosperity.
Have you earned that trust?
What is left? Who is contending with us?
No, the question is that
who is contending with
if you had a trust, you wouldn't have lost election in 2015. If you had a trust, you would have won the election in 2019. The question is, Mr. Ologbondiyan, do you have the trust of Nigeria?
Let me give you
as it stands.
Let me give you one practical example. You live in a house. Welcome to Abuja. I've not even greeted you. Welcome to Abuja.
Thank you.
You live in a house in Abuja here. You were satisfied. Even if you were dissatisfied by some limits to what is happening in that house, you believe that, oh, okay, things will improve. Then somebody suddenly came and said, Shen, what are you doing in that house? I will take you to an El Dorado. Where I am taking you to, oh, you don't need to go through the stairs before you land in your room. Oh, you don't even need to cook in the kitchen before you feed yourself. Oh, you don't even need to turn on the tap in order to have your shower.
Who's making all these promises in
APC did. And 6 years down the line, you have come to a realization that these people just came with what my generation used to call Fabu. Fabu is absolute lie.
But
you understand?
And compared 6 years compared to 16 years of your party's rule.
You know, even the APC was campaigning and telling Nigerians, oh, 16 years, 16 years. Do they say that today? They don't. Because even the APC members who are talking to us in the People's Democratic Party, they will confess it that they have lost it. With the people, the trust has collapsed completely.
You are winning. Some of the governors are winning former Governor Mimiko. Now we're saying Chief Dele Momodu move into your party. He was a former president.
He will formally declare
who?
Chief Dele Momodu
as what?
He will formally be received at the National Convention ground tomorrow. Former Governor Mimiko and his team, including Agbola, who ran on the platform of Zen Labour Party in Ondo State, they will formally make a declaration that they have left the party of lies and they have come to the light and to the truth. So let me tell you one thing. And you know this. If you go on the streets of Abuja today, ordinary lighting that we used to enjoy on the highways, can you find them? A government that cannot even replace a bulb on the street is promising you that it wants to replace itself. How is it going to achieve it? So what do we see as challenges? The desires of Nigerians, the aspiration of Nigerians is bigger than the challenges that you are looking at in the People's Democratic Party. We don't have challenges. There is no way that you have a political party that there will be no contestation for power. It now depends how this is managed. And as far as the People's Democratic Party is concerned, we are managing this. And I'm sure you will be on the ground tomorrow. And I will come and tell you, I'm going to sing. This is so and so person from so and so state. Is he not here? That's so and so person from so and so state. So what we are having tomorrow is a fun fair.
All right. So let's wrap up now. So you're speaking so much like an opposition person, and rightly so. I mean, not the first time I'm hearing this. It doesn't sound strange to me. But the confidence that you have right now is what I'm wondering what gave birth to it, and how you are going to be able to tell Nigerians in the next few years, should you get the opportunity to come back to power, whether or not you deserve it. So going forward, the reconciliation, how has that gone?
As you know, under the leadership of this current working committee, we created the Senator Kola Reconciliation Committee, and I believe they are moving well. And even all our governors, all our leaders in the party, be it in the BOT, we are working towards a harmonized political party. And so, I want Nigerians, through you, to understand that at times like this, in every political party, there must be contestation. There must be those who want to control the situation. And this must create some bubbles in the political family.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that it will not be rested. Even this situation has become rested.
Mr. Kola Ologbondiyan, the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, thank you so much for talking to us. We'll be witnessing, China's television will be live for you tomorrow at the PDP convention tomorrow, and we'll give you all the details you need to know.